the Park Service has a program called Bat Flight, where visitors have the opportunity to potentially see bats coming out of the cave, like you had mentioned. What's that experience like?
If you get a good bat flight, it is one of those experiences that you're not going to forget. I have seen hundreds of them, and every single time it still takes my breath away. That said, some nights you're going to get a flight of 3 or 4 bats, because bats, they don't need to come out of the cave. They can stay in the cave for 3 days if they want. So if it's windy, if it's storming, if they just don't feel like it, they might stay in the cave. Another thing that people misunderstand about bats is they don't need to go back to the same cave every night. So there's 400 caves in the area. They can go to any one of those caves, which is why it's so important for visitors who are coming to that program to follow the rules and be quiet, not bring any electronic devices, or if they do bring them, make sure they're turned off. Now, medical devices that are electronic are allowed, because obviously that could go badly, but anything else is either leave it in your car or your hotel room or completely power it off. If those rules are followed, the bats are hopefully going to feel comfortable enough to come back the next morning or to exit the cave. And it's not only important that they stay at this cave because it's a protective cave, it's also important that they stay here because this is often a maternity colony, which means that they'll often have young here. And those young take about 7 weeks from birth to being able to fly by themselves. So they totally rely on their mother to bring them milk. That mother needs to eat about 100% of her body weight every day to produce 50% of her body weight in milk, which is a lot of milk, poor things. But if the visitors who come are too loud or bring electronic devices, often those mothers will be like, this is too scary and too dangerous, I'm not going to return to that cave. Or they'll try to have their young in a different cave, which is maybe not as well protected and can often be harmful for those young bats.